The FNRad Snowboard Podcast is presented by Flojoy Water. My new Burton gear has arrived, and I'm proud to have head-to-toe coverage. I've got an analog Gore-Tex jacket, Freebird 3L bibs, ruler boots, and a family tree hometown hero. The quality is absolutely unmatched, and most importantly for me, the boots rock right out of the box. It's been pure joy riding all new Burton gear. Go visit your local Burton dealer, or if you're in the Lower Mainland, check out the new Burton store at West 4th and Burrard. Hey listeners, this one's for you. Upline Brewing is beer for snowboarders by longtime Pacific Northwest shredder and FNRad listener Carl Montoya, who started Upline so you can crack a cold one anytime. No buzz, no slowdown, just good vibes. Unlike most NA beers, these actually taste legit, and they're brewed with adaptogens for a mellow uplift. The Steezy Golden Lager and Crushin' IPA come in at just 25 and 50 calories and feature artwork from local legends like Quincy Quigg. Have one at lunch, grab another lap, hit the after party, and still wake up for first chair or the bank slalom podium. Drinking regular beers, toss some Uplines into the lineup. The natural electrolytes help you stay hydrated and keep crushing. FNRad listeners score 15% off at uplinebrewing.com with code FNRAD, or set up a subscription, save more, and never run out. Upline Brewing, brewed to adapt, crafted to elevate. Fixed bindings are now guaranteed for life. The new Block 5s are a perfect blend of performance and simplicity. I can adjust the straps on the fly without tools, and they're consistently comfortable and easy to get into and out of. All the new fixed bindings look and ride incredibly, so go buy fixed bindings today at your local fixed dealer or check out fixedbindingco.com. Bluebird Coffee Tuning and Rentals in Squamish, BC is the coolest new stop just 20 seconds off the Sea to Sky Highway on your way to Whistler. Drop in for the world's best cup of coffee, killer smoothies, and a true local vibe born out of 90s snowboard culture and music. They offer performance ski and snowboard tunes with state-of-the-art equipment. They've got premium rental fleets of Jones, Solomon, Libtech, and Burton, including Burton step-ons. And if you haven't gotten yourself one yet, Bluebird will even sell you a rad power bike. These bikes are so fun. For a blend of expert knowledge, convenience, and a lot of charm, stop in and say hi to Bluebird, the raddest mandatory new stop on your way to Whistler. Lock in and let go with Anon's magnetic face mask integration, built to keep you seamlessly covered from the elements, and Magnatech quick lens change technology that makes swapping lenses effortless even with gloves or mitts on. Enhance contrast and clarity with perceived lenses and get the most accurate perception of the surrounding environment regardless of light and weather conditions. Clarity starts where distraction ends. Full face coverage, complete presence. Check out Anon's helmets, goggles, and MFI face masks at an Anon dealer near you or at AnonOptics.com. Support also comes from the Pro Standard. Ken Achenbach has done it again with the push-button quick release for step-on bindings. Get them at ProStandard.com before they sell out. Pacific Border, Vancouver's premium snow skate and surf shop on West 4th Avenue. Check out PacificBorder.com. And 1910, the collaborative artworks of Jamie Lynn and Scof, two friends on a creative journey together, bonded by their love of art, music, and snowboarding. Go to the number 9teen10.com for their latest collection. We need to thank our friends at Mt Seymour, Grouse Mountain, and Cypress Mountain for their continued support of FNRad, as well as Essential Toothpaste tabs. I love them. I use them. Go buy them today. Brad Heppner is a snowboarding photographer from the Vancouver snowboarding community who shot with the best. His story about his life in snowboarding includes more than 20 years of shooting with some of the most iconic riders like Devin and the latest generation like Marty and Jack McDougall. Enjoy this episode with Brad Heppner.
Because we grew up, really cool stories, chasing grizzly, like I always say shooting grizzly bears, but by shooting I mean with our cameras.
Yeah.
My dad's dad, John, Grandpa John is a hunter, but my dad never wanted.
He traded the gun for a camera.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's sick.
So, and we kind of grew up doing that. And I was just like, is there any like cool like stories from back like when we were, so he's like, well, you hiked, he's like, since you were little, you were in the mountains with me, obviously me and my mom. But he's like, when you were 7 years old, you hiked the Golden Ears, like right to the peak.
Whoa.
And I'm like,
At 7.
At 7. Yeah. So then when we were, and then before that, like that was probably maybe the highest, but like before that it was, do you know Three Brothers Trail? Mm-mm. It's in Manning Park.
I know Manning.
Yeah.
I don't know
So it's
any of
called
the
Three
trails.
Brothers, and there's photos of me when I was like 4 and my brother like doing that. And then, so what's cool is like when I'm like, I have to do this with Brixton, like when he's 4 years old.
Oh yeah, dope.
So you met Wally, like me and my buddy Dave, Chris, like a few buddies. We did that with my dad, like, and he's grandpa now. So now we're doing hiking Three Brothers with my little boy, who's 4 or 5, same age as I. Like, so it's just like to try to like. I mean, I was very fortunate from what my dad, like growing up in the mountains and all the cool trips, like those photos I just showed you about, like North Face tents and kayaks on an iceberg.
Yeah.
In the middle of the Rocky Mountains.
And that's, where did your dad get that from? Going hunting with his dad?
A little bit from that, like, but that was just like, duck hunting and like.
How many generations of your family are BC? Like your grandpa?
Grandpa's German, but it was like, yeah, as far as I know, like.
He moved here. From Germany.
I'm terrible at that kind of thing. But
maybe his dad moved here.
Maybe his dad? Yeah. But no, just growing up, like to be able to, because I was telling Danny, like, you'd have to live like there's so many lifetimes that you'd have to live to experience what my dad and my mom like showed us, like helicopter trips, horseback trips, chasing. Everything was after grizzly bears. Grizzly bears was the kingpin. Like that was all we chased to photograph.
I've seen, didn't your brother get a cover shot with a grizzly bear shot?
My dad's gotten one cover shot of a grizzly bear in Peterson's magazine back in like Peterson hunting, like the 90s, somewhere in there. And
send me that shot.
I can send you that shot. Yeah. And then it took me, cover shot. It took me 20 years.
Took you longer than most.
It's longer than most, right?
Yeah.
And then I think my brother's got 8 covers now. Not
of snowboarding though. Only
all Tyson's are wildlife mags, like BC Outdoors and Canadian Geographic.
So when do you get your first camera? Like, are you a kid shooting photos with your dad?
Yeah, it would have just been like a little point and shoot.
Sure.
Like when we're 5, 6, 7
with film, and you go and you.
But
get
I do remember my first camera. It was a Tamron.
Oh wow.
It would have been a Canon body, but it was a Tamron lens. I don't know.
Yeah, Tamron, right.
But it was it was like a 1 to 5. Like it was like a lot of pull, like f4, f5.6 or something like that.
Yeah.
But then just the whole idea, like it was just like once you look through the viewfinder, like you got hooked. Like you just get hooked.
Totally.
Like I got hooked. So that started way back with just like chasing grizzly bears up in the mountain. Like
that's insane. What when do you start snowboarding? Like what year is your and how old are you?
Boarding started I want to say boarding started so it like 1994 I think.
Yeah. So what's the board?
Board would have been.
Was it like rentals at first? Or
it would have been rentals at first, and I think I was trying to think about this before we like met up, but I'm like, I think it might have been an Apocalypse.
Oh wow, cool.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's the right era.
That time?
Yep, it's the right era for the boards.
And then I do remember going with my mom down to West Fourth. You were probably actually working.
Definitely at that time.
Yeah,
I would have.
But it would when Rozzy was really big, like when Jay, like all those guys, like it was that crazy team.
Yep.
And I think I'm like, oh, this is like the who's who, so I got to get a Rozzy.
Sick.
So I remember getting that board. It was green and black.
But like black, yeah.
I don't know exactly, but yeah.
Those Rozzies rode well. I say that every time someone brings it up.
And you almost kind of followed the who's who, the team, like who's
they
on
had
it.
Travis Rice on there.
Yeah, like the team was insane for like I guess a ski. Was it a
Andrew
ski brand?
Coff-
Like I don't even know.
Oh yeah, totally. It had been a ski brand for like 200 years or something.
Right.
But they got into snowboarding very early, like really early.
Yeah.
And it took them some time to like find their footing.
Right.
But there was an era in the middle, like right where you're talking about, where you couldn't go wrong with the Rossi board. But they already knew that there's like these like specialty shops, and then there's like the Sport Checks of the world.
True.
So they were one of the first to say, we're going to make a Rossi board that says Rossi on it.
Right.
But we're going to make it really cheap, and the specialty shop shouldn't carry it.
Right.
Because you want to carry the cool stuff.
Yeah.
But we'll sell the name through Sport Mart, and we took those boards too, working at the boardroom, and they were good boards. That was the problem. They were good, and instead of being $600 for a board, they were like $299.
Maybe that's probably why I got it. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows? Yeah.
Apocalypse Now?
It's Apocalypse Now is
remember.
a famous movie. Apocalypse Snow
It was Apocalypse.
is a snowboard movie.
It was like that A
and then
symbol.
Apocalypse, the brand, was the star of Apocalypse Snow, started his own brand.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Then Apocalypse became A boards.
Was it Type A?
No,
just
A boards. Remember A snowboards? And they had like good graphics kind
Okay.
of. And then A became Apo.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Apo for Apocalypse. Yeah, it's the same guy. His name's Regis Roland.
Because
and he's
Martin
from
used to
France.
ride for Apple for a minute.
Yeah, because Regis is a legend, like crazy legend. But some of his team riders,
Right. Gallant rode for Apple.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. Yeah, Martin went.
And Spencer
long with
O'Brien
his-
was on Apple.
That's
They were
right.
like
yeah.
a cool team. Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Martin went for so long. Like he was at. Kearns was saying in the Jody podcast that Martin was at like a contest at Cypress in like '88 or something.
Dude, he was like
as a sponsored rider.
Yeah.
And like,
and it's so funny every time you talk, like when you mention him, I'm like, and it's so cool. Like he's like, I never had a job. Like he's just
the best.
Literally just did his thing.
I just listened to that on the show that I did with him. I was editing it, and then it just was on my screen of my computer at a certain point.
Right.
And I pressed play, and it's like the pause is so perfect. He goes,
"What a life! I'm a lucky bastard."
Did you ever, through all of that, have to hold down an actual job?
No. No. I'm pretty, yeah. No, not yet. Yeah.
And he's just like, he's so honest and like, what a beautiful man he was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was true. That
We
was
got like, I was
really
like
sad.
talking to Danny about it. Like, there's so many like chapters that are so jumbled that I can't figure out timelines.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I was saying, like how like special and fortunate I was to like go through, like, I mean, everything started at Seymour. Everything. Like that's why my photos even got run, was because of Mt Seymour. But like from going from back, like me and Blake hiking Seymour, and then like kind of meeting like Danny and the Keenan brothers and Stanish and Dave Short and El Show, like that was like our and then that turned into like Skids, and then that lasted a few years, and then what was it? And then that was Party Snake. Party Snake was after that.
Yeah, I guess so.
And I was kind of like, and this is the blurry part. Like we were talking, like well, I could tell you the story. I know how I met Devin, but I could tell you, that's a story I could tell you.
Let's go for it. That's sick.
So yeah, so we were,
Because he's a legend up there at the.
Well, that's the thing. Like we would always go up there, and you would see the Wildcats, and like you would see like in the parking lot, like Devin's here, and Dion and Max, and like and Surface is here.
Surface
and
and-
is shooting. Like you would
Yeah,
know, like
man.
it was like they were royalty. Like I mean,
I was thinking about it up there today. It's like Seymour's always been the same. Like the general public goes there, right?
Right.
And the thing that they're doing at Mt Seymour is, families and people, normal people, just go up. They park in the parking lot.
Yeah.
They go skiing,
Right.
or snowboarding. But underneath it, there's this like almost like a secret society that you're
Dude,
looking
that's
over
very
there.
true. That's
and you
a
see
good
these
name for it. Yeah.
this little group of people
Yeah.
that are like famous, world famous.
Yeah. And that was like
snowboarders.
98, like 98, 99.
That's
like
right
that's
in
like
the
when
thick
Tech
of it.
Diff and
Yeah,
like
man.
Simple Pleasures, like when like Forum was like big.
Huge.
And those guys were like superheroes to like guys,
Beyond.
right?
Beyond. And you're like, as just a regular, a shop guy who knew
Yeah.
who they were, and they knew who I was.
Right.
I was still scared to go up to them
Oh,
and go
100%.
like, oh, I'm gonna go ride with those guys.
Yeah.
Not in a million
Yeah.
years. Not in a million
And
years.
you'd be like, oh, I said hi to Devin Walsh today or something.
right.
Like it's like,
right. Hi.
yeah. But so it was me and, do you remember they had an indoor quarter pipe at
Yes.
BC Place?
Yeah,
in like
I worked on that.
98?
Yeah, I worked
Is that
on
right?
that. Yeah.
Timeline?
Yeah, I think that's
Something
about
like that?
right.
It
Somewhere
was like
there.
Kokanee.
It was pre-forum. I think if I'm not mistaken, Peter Line came up for it, and he might have still been on
Peter was there.
Division
Yeah.
23,
Yes.
which is late
Right.
in Division 23. The forum is 98, I think. Forum starts.
Okay.
So it could have been.
It was around that time. Like, because I know I was in like grade
97,
10 or
it
11.
yeah, it could have been 97. It could have been 98.
Yeah. So I remember me and Blake went and were watching, and I like back when Slam City was here too, like I would always like sneak in somehow. Like I would bring my camera and like somehow sneak in behind the
Cool.
gates or
Cool.
behind the
Cool.
ropes or whatever.
Yeah.
So I remember being up on the deck and like I remember Todd Richards was riding. I remember Peter being there. Anyway, so we did that, and then I'm like, Blake, like everybody's like everybody, like Devin and all the famous big names are up in the stands drinking beers. Like, we got to go say hi, kind of thing. Didn't know him at all, just saw him at Seymour. So I went up there and like, hey, my name's Brad, like whatever, just like introducing yourself. And Devin, probably to his detriment, I was talking to him today actually about it. He's like, oh yeah. I'm like, cause I was like, oh, do you ever have any gear like you would want to sell me or whatever? So he gave me his number.
Oh.
Probably a terrible idea.
That's so
like-
amazing and so Devin.
Yeah. So
Like,
it was like,
yeah.
from then on, like, so through grades 11 and 12, like I would hit up Devin, like that place that he had at the bottom of Seymour, like that townhouse,
Yep.
and show up, and it would be like boxes of like Forum gear, Special Blend, like all the companies. And I'm like, and he would be like, he's like, if you sell anything, just give me the money. If not, just keep it.
Because there's no way he could go
Yeah.
through all of the stuff that he had.
All of the stuff. And it
There's
was
so
like,
much stuff.
so I remember showing up in grade 12 and I had like Forum backpacks and like just different gear. And I'm like, this is like my idol I watch on like the movies. And now I'm like, yeah, it was just the greatest
Hanging at
hookup
his
ever.
place. Yeah,
and then
that's it.
somehow, I don't know how, we were trying to figure it out today talking, but like, and then how did that transition into me getting to go sledding in the backcountry with them? Like I still don't know how it happened.
Did you reach out and say like, I've got a camera and a sled and I'm gonna
Possibly,
or
or maybe
did you
it
see
started
them out
at
there and
Seymour.
then-
So the photo thing did start at Seymour. Like me and Blake were hiking. It was a spring day, and we hiked Peak. And maybe we were supposed to meet like Dave Short. Like usually it was like Danny or like the Keenan brothers or like Dave Short, Nikolai, Spencer Forbes. We would like go up there because that's where you go. That's where you go to shoot. And maybe plans got changed that day, but like me and Blake hiked to Peak, and I got up there and instantly I like shaved head. There's surface shooting, and he was with Janky and Dion. So we're watching for a bit, and then I mustered up the confidence to say like, hey, Scott, like, do you mind if like, can I shoot a couple photos or whatever? And he was like cool enough to say, yeah, dude, yeah, you totally shoot. Just don't like shoot my angle or don't be in the frame or whatever.
Yeah.
So I did. I shot some fish and then some long lens. And then it was like, I think I submitted them to Concrete Powder. So it was like 99 or 2000. And like the first Wildcats interview in Concrete Powder. I don't know if you remember it. But it was like,
yeah, I do remember that.
Like my photos are in the magazine
No.
from that one day. And I'm like,
That's so sick.
and then the hook is in.
Yeah, because as soon as you get a photo in a magazine,
It's and actually that same issue, our friend Kevin Meyer, he had the contents page. He was like riding this
No
like
way.
thing at Big White that we did. Yeah, like riding like a staircase.
Wait,
thing.
you submitted that? You got the contents page too?
Yeah, so it was
and
like
photos.
Yeah, it was like the contents page, and then the Wildcats interview thing.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah, and then once that's there, it's
Did
like,
you know it was coming out? Did they say, "Oh, we're going to use this photo, this photo, that
No.
photo"? That wasn't how it worked back then.
No,
They had their
kind of had no idea.
they had their shot rates, and
Right.
then they just paid.
And I don't even know
everybody the
how
same.
it would even have gotten like the info to submit. Like that's where I'm always like,
You look at the magazine. I think you just look, and it says submissions, and then there's a
probably
address.
I don't know who would have been, like John Scarth. Maybe I don't know who was the editor back then.
Scarth's the best.
Yeah.
The first day that I rode my own sled, I tripled up with Myro, Scarth.
Do you guys double?
We tripled.
Tripled
on
up?
my 2013.
Oh my goodness! Through the whoops and everything, dude.
800
That's
XP. No,
literally,
it was just like, when you go out the Groom Trail at Brandywine, like it goes all the way out to like, it's not like a
to
full
like
gauntlet.
the S shoot
but
or
it's
whatever, like all the way to the very end.
not the S shoot, but before there's like a little zone right there.
Right, up to the left.
That's
yeah,
it.
Yeah.
And that's as far as we went. And
Okay.
we went up that little bit there.
Yeah.
And it got all squirrely.
Yeah.
And then we just dropped over, Looker's left of
Right,
that. And
right.
we had it all to ourselves.
Yeah.
I droned it and everything. Like, it was fun.
Yeah.
Scarth was the best.
Yeah.
He was riding one of those little spline boards that Lamoureux makes too, like a 146. But I just like it was insane that we were tripling on this sled that had, like, this is in 2018 or something, had 5-year-old gas in it.
Oh my dude. And even doubling is the worst. Tripling, I couldn't even
We
imagine.
tripled. Yeah. Yeah.
I would just, even if it was like waist deep, I'm like, no, I'll hike. Doubling or tripling is the worst, man. Wow.
Yeah. So let's, you know what? We've skipped over a whole bunch of stuff.
No,
We
I wanted to go back.
started
Like,
at the-
so we started
yeah.
with like just my pops and my brother. Like they so growing up doing those things, I guess I take for granted like how cool it is. Like,
Hell yeah.
because like a lot of my close friends now, like that picture I showed you of us on the glacier and everything like that. Like they're like we would never be able to experience this or do these kinds of things, right?
Right.
And I was just thinking like of us, like, so we used to go to this place called Elk Valley. It's up near Fernie, just past Fernie, up in the what is it? I think it's called like the Elk Valley Range or something.
That's
like that.
far, dude.
Yeah, so it's my dad. It's a guiding outfit that this guy Bob Fontana was his name, and he was like the coolest mountain man, like
Sick.
Clint Eastwood, but like just the coolest dude.
Yeah.
And me and my brother would go up there with pops. Like we're probably, I think the first time we went there like 4 times, 3 or 4 or 5 times. But it was like a guided horseback trip, like chasing grizzly bears
Sick.
with cameras, right?
Sick.
But it was a
In
hunting
Fernie.
outfit.
Yeah.
And
But if you bring your cameras, it's the same
so my
difference
dad
to
called
him.
him up and like, we want to do the same thing you do with your hunters, but we want to do it with our cameras.
Fuck yeah.
So Bobby, like, he's like, yeah, okay, yeah, let's do this, whatever. So I think it was end of August, September, like fall color. So we go up there and we get up there and just like you go and there's pictures on the wall of like he guides these guys like basketball player, like all these cool like
famous people.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
But he's just like just foul mouthed badass mountain man.
Sure.
And so we went up. I think it was called Crawler's Ridge, I think. So we're up there on this ridge one time, and we're like glassing, like with our binoculars, like glassing that like the other side of the valley. Like, okay, what's the play? And usually there's a guy down low with a mic, like, so you're always in contact, figuring out, okay, what are you gonna do? So we were looking between me and my dad, Tyson and Bob, and we counted 16 different grizzly bears on these avalanche slides, like in one sitting, not like throughout the day. 16.
Holy shit.
and okay, so here's our play. So we would like ride horses up into like base camp 1 or 2 or whatever, and then you'd go and chase these things. And these were hunted bears, so it was a lot harder than park bears, because park bears, like, you can get fairly closer, right?
They're used to humans.
They're used to humans, and yeah. But the
Hunted
crazy thing about
bears,
Bob
right.
was he actually passed away. We heard this story this is probably 15, 20 years ago, maybe. He actually was on a safari out in Africa, and he got charged and hit by a water buffalo.
Holy fuck.
And I think he died. Like he passed away, but he died on impact from the hit.
No disrespect, but what a way to go.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Yeah, I don't mean it. In
But
a
it was like he was a
disrespectful way, but holy
well
fuck.
known in the community around like all the outfits.
Yeah.
But like, cause you're like, my dad was like, there's no way. Like he's the mountain man, and he like chasing grizzly bears and being like, but then died like it was just a wild story.
That is wild.
Yeah.
When do you put?
die by the sword.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Live by the sword, die by the sword.
But then that kind of like from that, like after that horseback stuff, we would do a lot of stuff like, yeah, we like do a lot of stuff up in just past Stewart. What's the like that like southern tip of the Panhandle, Alaska?
Oh shit, Anchorage or something.
Not
wasn't it?
Anchorage. No, it was Hyder, Alaska.
Hyder, Alaska.
So we go up there a ton as like like we would always do like from like springtime is bears, and then you do the elk rut, then you do the bighorn sheep like in November, and then
Jonas
go
Wynn
after.
sent me a shot of him snowboarding with a field dressed bighorn sheep.
Oh,
that
really?
they got. Yeah.
Oh wow! So
I'm
that like yeah, so
they go out hunting with their snowboards
holy smokes,
and
no
then
way,
snowboard down with
the game on their back or whatever.
yeah,
Wow.
like I don't know, hundreds of pounds of meat.
Oh, for
I don't
sure.
even
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
That's nuts, right?
Yeah.
But you guys aren't hunting. Did you ever do hunting?
Never hunted. No.
So just
no.
the photography
Just
thing.
chasing
And
wildlife. Yeah.
at what point, like, when you start snowboarding, do you immediately fall into, oh, I'm going to bring my camera up here and get some shots of my friends or whatever?
Yeah, that's exactly how it happened. Yeah.
Like instantly, you're like, oh, what? I know what this is. This is a beautiful place in the mountains.
yeah, and just like the thrill of like, yeah, just capturing
The action
the action
shot.
of it.
Yeah.
And then yeah, like once like, cause yeah, skating like started like shooting a bit of skate stuff like in grade 6, 7, or no, not shooting grades, skating in grade 6, 7. And then like kind of we had some good skateboarders in our school that came out of there, so we would do that. And then yeah, once the snow thing started, it was like,
And you're starting to sneak into Slam City Jam or whatever.
yeah,
take
always
pictures of
sneak
the
into Slam
guys.
City, and then
Yeah.
yeah, being in the light room or yeah, the dark room in school and doing that, and then it's
With
funny,
your film, where do you get the film from? You're paying for your own film and then go.
well, that's I was telling Danny, that's the thing. Like, so lucky enough, my dad was like avid, like big photographer, so he had
a pro-am photographer. kind of
all the
thing.
lenses, all the like. So me and my brother never actually had to buy
Right,
anything.
because that's really expensive shit, dude.
Yeah.
Like one lens. I remember
Yeah.
asking Scott Surface because back I'm like 10 years older than you, so
Yeah.
or 8 or whatever. But
Yeah.
but it was pretty common for like a regular person to just be like a pro-am, like get professional photography equipment and try and take pictures
Right.
of shit, right?
Right.
So I'm asking Scott, like, what body should I get? What body should I get? What body should I get? And he said, oh, it doesn't really matter that much about the body. It's the lenses. Like you want to, if you have money to spend,
The speed
get
of-
really good lenses.
Yeah, like you want, like, yeah, because my dad had like the 400 f2.8, like any, like the speed is the important part.
Right. The speed that the lens can open all the way wide and close.
Right. So he had like, yeah, so
Big
dad always had
glass.
like the 4, the 600, and
Yeah.
then, so fortunately enough, me and Tyson had access to
whatever
all these
he had,
lenses. And then
yeah.
I was telling Danny, like we would shoot Pro Via 100, Pro Via 50, or Velvia 50 or Pro Via 100. and all slide film, and it wasn't like cheap.
Oh God,
I don't even
no.
know what it would be, but and we always got our stuff down at the lab.
Yeah. So like it was.
And I don't
you're
even know,
talking-
but we would come back from a trip of chasing animals, and we would probably like dozens of rolls of film to develop, and probably half of them are garbage and overexposed and whatever in the bin. And it was just like we would just be like just hammer down shooting.
Right.
And even when it came to like then it transitioned into like shooting snow, like I would do the same thing. I would just fire away. And the crazy thing is like back then you didn't know if you got
Oh, you have no idea.
the shot or even close to. Now you can get your composition, check everything, make sure it's dialed. Oh,
Check
and
the
you can
guy's
even show the
style.
rider, be like,
Yeah.
you like this angle? Okay, let's
Yeah.
shoot from here. Back then, you would have to like, okay, what do I meter off of? Do I drop at 2 stops? Like it was like you didn't know. And then but the exciting part was you didn't know. So then you would get, all your slides back. You would put it on the light table, grab your loop, and then you would, without even looking, you knew you nailed the exposure. And then that's when the rush started. You're just like, oh, okay, I got something. I can submit this maybe. Yeah.
So that first magazine, you get contents and the Wildcat stuff.
Right.
Who are the shots of?
So the first
You said
published stuff was, I think it was almost all in the same magazine. It was Kevin Meyer. I know there's one of Max. There's one of Dion. And then who is that? Travis Williams.
Oh wow, yeah, I remember Travis.
And then from then on, then it was just like, once I knew that you can kind of get into magazines, and that's like all I cared about. Like,
Right, and then those guys also. That's the thing is once you've got a few shots published,
right.
then they're like, come out because so.
Well, and that's the thing. I was trying to figure out
yeah.
like, because when all the Seymour stuff started happening, and then Skids stuff started happening, and it was like, what it would have been like you, Danny, Jeff, Sansalone. Was there like 2 crews of the Skids, or was it always just like all of us? Do you remember?
I don't think Biden and Stanish and those guys were kind of doing some more.
They were kind of doing their other stuff.
Right, because they came from another production company.
Yeah, with changing the guard. And
Yeah, because we did Changing of the Guard and Young Guns.
Oh yeah, you were a part of that too. You were
Yeah.
shooting stills for that.
I was
they
shooting
make them on
stills
the
for
box
that.
and stuff.
Yeah, I did like the box cover, like us. We rented horses and stuff
Yeah, I remember that.
in White
So
Rock.
sick.
Yeah, that was cool. That was myself, Kevin Meyer, Damon, and then the riders on the cover was Nikolai, Jeff Keenan, Tosh Osaka,
Oh wow,
Rube Goldberg.
sick.
Who else was on there? I'm missing 2 guys. Shoot, can't remember. But yeah.
Standish, I think Standish.
Yeah,
is there.
Standish was on there. Yeah. But that was super fun too. But I was trying to I just hate how I just forget like chapters and like time periods.
Of course, right. But
But-
I mean, we're old. It's
Yeah,
gonna
and
happen.
but that was
right.
like because I feel bad. Like I asked Danny today. I'm like, do you like remember? Because I was shooting with like the Skids and like Kevin and like Yorley. Like those guys would always be up at Seymour.
Oh yeah.
And Spencer Forbes is like, he was one of my favorites ever. He
He just goes for it. Hey, remember he just
dude, he went the biggest. He's like
of everyone.
and-
Devin
and-
goes huge.
Yeah.
And Devin goes huger than everyone
Yeah,
except Spencer.
Spencer was like, and he was such like we were thick as the like we had so much fun together and like just trips and
He and Scott were both a little bit quiet, but not quiet like
yeah,
the other twins. Like the Simonian brothers were like super quiet.
right.
Spencer and Scott were still like boisterous. It looked like they were out of their shells when they were around their friends.
Right. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Such great riders, the two of them.
Oh, they were
Yeah.
awesome and super talented. Like Scott was like they were on MTV or Much Music or
Sick,
something like that. Yeah, they had like a show thing. Remember that?
The two of them?
The Hot Twins or whatever. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Really? Come on.
But they were so like that. It was. I was trying to figure
what
out like
a time.
like shooting like all of these like this Skids, Party Snake guys, but then I somehow got involved. I don't know how, but like getting to go with the Wildcats. Like I don't remember how. Or
so
why.
do you feel like at that time, looking back, did you all of a sudden like you bail on your buddies and you
see?
go
That's what I
with
asked
those
Danny
dudes?
today. I was like, "Did you?" Because I remember thinking back then, these guys know that I'm like, maybe I made plans to go shoot with them, but then I got a call from whoever, like Devin or Cashin or something like that, and I'm okay. No, I'm going sledding with these guys because they're like the bigger name guys,
Right.
and I definitely did that. And I asked him today, I'm like, did you notice that I was doing that? Or like, because thinking back, I'm like, what a dickhead move, kind of like.
Totally. I know, and I don't.
Yeah, no,
I'm not calling
it was
you a
like,
dickhead.
like I made plans with these guys, but
yeah.
just because the bigger names asked me to go, now I'm just gonna bail on all my buds, like.
Right, but it's like this kind of like career that you're building, so you kind of feel like you sort of have to do it, and your friends should be backing you up, is what you think.
And I'm looking at like who's getting run in the magazines,
right.
and I'm like, well, I'm probably gonna have a better chance. So I mean,
right, which is also even more of a dick move too, because then these guys are going,
and they must have
you're
known.
gonna
But
shoot
Danny
with
told me
the-
that he's like, no, I didn't really notice that, but
that wasn't the feel.
I just,
you know what, hindsight being 2020, like I don't think Devin even thought that, because Devin would be shooting with someone like Mouse,
right?
and Mouse is making these great movies, and so MacDog sees Devin in a Mouse movie or whatever, just sees him around. Someone says like, you got to shoot with Devin.
Yeah.
And Mouse calls up Devin to say like, where are we shooting this early season? He's like, I'm on a program with MacDog this year. I'm filming a part with them.
And those that, yeah.
And Mouse is like, ouch.
Right.
Like I'm building this, I'm building these guys' careers.
Yeah.
And then they are just taking off to film with the next guy's up or whatever. I mean, he didn't complain about it. He just was like working himself out of a job because he's discovering the talent and bringing it up.
Well, and those
putting it in front
those
of people.
guys, like that was their job.
Pull this over to
like this was like I love just doing it.
This is your side hustle.
Yeah, it was just like I didn't even literally. I would if you didn't want to pay me, I would I would rather just have the photo run than get a few $100 for a photo publish,
That's
right?
actually
Like,
something that's kind of crazy about any industry like ours, right?
Yeah.
Is that they'll pay you less because you're getting to do something great. You're not sitting at a desk
yeah.
in a cubicle.
I just love doing it. I love like everything about it. Like us us hanging out, us just doing it, looking through that viewfinder and like imagining what could be of this photo and then getting it and looking through the loop and then submitting it. Like
and being a part of a team. There's only you have to be a part of a team to do that.
100%.
There's no photographers that went there with photography skills and shot from hidden in the bushes or something.
Right.
You needed to know the guys and
Yeah.
you needed to be trusted by the guys, especially if you're sledding with them. Now you're a part of you could be a huge liability actually.
That's the thing.
If you're a shitty sledder, you can't keep up.
and I
or
can't
whatever.
believe some of the days I didn't take my AST1, like me and Wally and a few buddies took it not till way later in sledding. Like I sold my sled now, but like the amount of stuff we did without really knowing like backcountry anything.
Yeah.
Avalanche aware, like all that awareness stuff, like zero. And I'm like, wow, like we probably escaped a lot of things with it just being stupid kids going out and...
Yeah, do you feel like how I feel? Like I've seen some big avalanches that they didn't even trip me out. I'm like, oh, this has slid here before. And like just duck behind some trees and it
you just think it's like...
past you and you go, okay, it stopped. All right, come down. Be careful. There's no snow on it anymore. But not like, oh my God, we almost were killed.
I haven't had there's one... Well, the one that you and me and Jeff came down from what was that? Was it Choco Bowl? No.
Yeah, it was the whole thing.
The whole like there was like
Oof.
like chunder or like
Yeah.
you don't even call it chunder. There was like literally like
Freight train size pieces.
like buildings of slabs. Like it was insane.
Whew. And it just means you got there too early. You didn't know what you're doing.
Right.
Still
Yeah.
snowing. It's warming up. Something's happening.
Yeah.
And
But back like we would
Yeah.
just go all the time without even like
there was no
thinking.
avalanche.ca. You couldn't
No.
check out the
like
conditions.
oh yeah, you have your peeps. Yeah, I got my peep. Like it's just like okay, do I know how to work it? No.
Oh,
We're just
God.
going.
Oh man.
But that was like I guess that's early. That's early on. I think
Right.
we kind of maybe figured it out later on, but
That's everybody was everybody was. I mean, even still to this day, I'm pretty dangerous out there.
yeah.
My
Well, do you
my
still- do you
gear
still have
got.
a sled?
I don't have a sled.
No.
No, I just mean in the side country. I'm like
Well,
my
that's the thing. I
stuff
would
got
never,
stolen,
like-
so I was going with no backpack for
Like
couple
transceiver,
of times.
probe, or shovel, and the only thing you brought is a shovel to build something with Seymour backcountry.
Well,
Like, we
Seymour,
never-
I was
we
looking
never
at
did
it
any of that.
today, the way that it is. Like,
I've only ever seen something slide one. I mean, obviously, like when you like that big face up peak,
yeah,
that goes weird, like just it slides. But
I don't even know how it slides, and I've been.
Dead Sailor slid once, like a few years back on
Yeah.
TJ that we were shooting something.
Oh, I remember the footage of it.
Yeah, it was like no one got. It was me and Demo and TJ and like Marty. But yeah, like nothing happened bad. But it's the first time I've ever seen anything slide there
Yeah,
like that.
TJ, I'm sorry I called you
You did?
Sam the other day.
Who?
TJ. I called him Sam. I just was
Sam?
like, yeah, Sam, like so confidently. And then we met up with Sam Weston, and I was like, oh, fuck, Sam, hey, how you doing? And then I'm looking at TJ like, what the fuck's that guy's name again? I'm just old.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
old, and I don't know him that well. But
Right.
I know he's the greatest.
Yeah.
He's one of my favorite just personalities.
Love Sam.
TJ.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Yeah,
Both
yeah,
of those
yeah.
guys
Yeah,
are
yeah,
actually
yeah.
similarly like really sweet and nice.
Right.
Yeah, good style.
Yeah.
Fun
Oh
to
yeah.
ride with.
Super. Yeah. sweet
Seymour
human.
breeds like such great snowboarders because of the terrain.
Dude,
it's
it's the
Seymour
best.
is the spot.
It is.
Seymour is a park before there were snowboard parks.
It's like a mini little skate park.
Yeah,
on
I mean
snow.
it's a giant skate park.
Yeah. Right.
It's a mini snowboard park.
right.
It's you know, just being up Brockton and looking, every single thing is a feature.
Yeah.
Everywhere. Everywhere you go. There's cliffs, there's jumps, there's
Yeah.
tabletops, there's
Everything.
nubs, there's gaps,
You
there's
can always
everything.
find something.
Yeah. And half the time it's over a tree. It's really
And
like
that's why everybody like even last year, like Arthur coming here, like
yeah, that was fun.
you see like all like that session up there, like Kuzik was like, it was like everybody who's anybody.
Yeah.
Like
you were
Raibu
there,
was like, it was crazy.
you were there the day before. I went up the second day.
Okay.
And in the dark run, he hit this thing.
Yeah.
It was super huge.
Yeah.
Josh from the park staff was also hitting it super huge. Checkerboarder guy was there. He was hitting
Okay,
it huge. It puts it in perspective.
Oh, he's probably hitting like not cash inside. He was hitting Kearns on the left. That one?
No, it was down dark run. It was, yeah, I don't even know the names of anything there. But it's, you know, like when you're,
Yeah, I don't know that.
when you're
name
in
of that
dark run, there's a couple of, you know, side
Right.
hits that can,
Has any names on
one. I don't think there's any.
Yeah,
names.
yeah,
And you know
yeah.
what's super weird? That I was. You know that there's a name for like McGuire. There's names for everything up there.
yeah, Dave Lee.
Like Devin doesn't have a jump named after him up there.
Oh, I never thought of that. There's no Devon.
There's no Devin. So we were like,
Huh.
this is
Should just
what-
call the whole
well,
Mount
like
Seymour
you
should
know,
be just called Mount Walsh.
You know, City Booter.
Yeah.
So we like this is probably three years ago. We were up there and it was all the French guys were here, and Marty Vachon was part of it. So we built like on there's a tree and then City Booter's here on the left. You know, there's the left. Sometimes
wrong way. The wrong
wrong
way.
If the
Yeah.
snow settles in there, kind of.
I've
okay.
only seen you guys build it.
So and I phoned Devin. I'm like, dude, has anybody hit like this jump or built it? And he's like, we might have done it way back in the day. So then I'm like, we were talking. I'm like, well, and then Marty hits it, I think Marty actually talked about it on Jody's podcast.
Sick.
And he called me an old head.
Oh, it's really
No, but he was
then
like,
then I'm an ancient head, man. Yeah.
No, but I was like, well, I'm like, dude, well, why don't we just call it like the Devon or the like? And he's like, yeah, okay, we're gonna call that one. So I just like named that jump.
That's so shitty of a jump for him, though.
He's
City
got it-
Booter
well,
should
how
just be
come
the Devon.
Dave Lee got there's that, but there's
That's Dave Lee.
Dave
he's
Lee's
got it.
badass.
Why doesn't he have a jump named after him?
I don't understand that. I've never really thought about that.
Like you said, it's the whole map.
It should be Mount Walsh. We should actually change the name
Just Mount Walsh.
to Mount Walsh.
You know, it's funny.
Walshmore, yeah.
Yeah, Walshmore. There you go. When I talked to him yesterday, I'm like, dude, so like, I'm pretty nervous about doing Eric's podcast thing.
I saw Matt Standish up with.
Oh,
his
okay,
kid.
yeah, and I talked to Matt today, actually.
Yeah. He's just
Dude,
tripping,
I was tripping
dude.
out. So then I was telling
Which I
Dev,
love.
I'm like, remember that story when I first met you? Like I was telling you about the QP thing,
Yeah.
and he's like, I kind of do, but not really. And I'm like, oh, dude, like. And then I'm like, is there anything you think I should say or whatever? And he's like, which is weird. That's the weird part too. Is like, this is a guy that was everybody's hero, like the best snowboarder in the
He
world.
still is for so many people.
Right. And
Yeah.
I'm like bugging him on phone calls. Oh, do you have any gear? Do you have any, all this stuff or whatever? And now I can like, just be like, now I make fun. And like, now I just joke with him, make fun of him, whatever. But he's like, well, after you're all said and done, like you could just let Eric know that you can thank me for everything you had to do in the photo career. And I'm like, okay, I guess that's kind of true. But
Their sense of humor, right, between the Wildcats especially, but even
Yeah.
the Seymour kids,
Yeah.
the sense of humor that was there,
right.
that was one of the things where I couldn't hang. Like, I can't take a joke.
Dude,
Like,
I was
I'm
scared
bad
too. Like when I
at that.
I was scared to not scared, but I was so intimidated to even see those dudes up there.
Intimidated is the word.
And it was like,
And like, it's weird. So like, if you just barged the
It's weird.
group
Yeah.
and you were like, Dow, how's it going? Now you're hanging with Dow,
yeah,
trying to.
yeah,
He's not going to vouch for you for the group.
right,
So you need to
Yeah.
be able to hang on your own,
right.
or
Yeah.
or don't,
I know.
because they're going to move
Because
somewhere.
they were intimidating. I mean,
Yeah.
like,
and they're
trying to
bugging
think of
each
all
other.
those dudes is
they're
like-
bugging
Yeah.
on each other. They're
Passion was always super nice. Like there was a handful out of those guys that I felt I was pretty intimidated by. Like
yeah,
Browner was always kind of like
yeah.
at it. Like there's certain guys that like kind of were almost too cool for school. But
When they started the Wildcats, there was the year that they started. I'll just say it that
Yeah.
way. They started bringing the beers up because Wildcats are like a strong
they
beer.
were, they were like 6.7s or 8s or something.
They might have been 8s.
Yeah.
They were really strong
Yeah,
beers.
yeah,
And so, like, I think I tried to approach them in the parking lot around that time.
okay.
And they had the GTs and they were hiking
Right.
up. And I was like,
Well, the day
can I ride with you guys? And it was like, they're drunk and they're like,
Like the soft
Like,
in
just
day
go
when they
fuck
built
off.
the igloo up
Yes.
up
Yeah,
at
yeah,
City
yeah,
Booter.
yeah.
Me and Blake were up there that day.
yeah.
Like
And
that
you're
was,
still not like going.
and I was
hanging
like,
with
we were
those
kind. I'm
guys.
like,
right.
are we allowed to be like?
right,
you just,
right. And just because you're asking that question, you're not allowed.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
And then you see all like the after footage at the end of the video, and you're like, oh, we could have been in the
We
video.
could have been
kind
in
of
the
thing.
video.
Like,
Totally.
but-
That's how I felt. But I also knew that I came from a place in Ontario where we didn't have the rules of like the real thing.
Right.
Right. So I
Right.
rode with Devin and Roberta and Dow in Montana one time.
okay,
And they were all riding switch, and I was like, I mean, it was so early on. It was called fakie then. We're practicing riding fakie.
right,
And I was like, why? Like, I couldn't understand. Like, there's no way you're going to be able to go as big backwards as you can forwards ever. It's just impossible.
right.
And these guys were better than I was backwards at that
Go on
time.
switch, yeah.
But just hanging around with them, it was like, like, don't do backflips. That's before the Wildcats.
Yeah.
It was like, don't do backflips.
Yeah.
Backflips are a circus trick. That
Yeah.
you're not going to get anywhere if you're just going around doing backflips off everything.
Right.
So I stopped doing backflips like completely because that was my circus trick.
Right.
And I
Was it like
oh,
legit
no.
black or like sluggo roll or like legit backflip?
Mine were actually weird where I would open my body up this way
Okay.
and then come back down. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like turn sideways off the jump, do
Yeah.
a backflip. And
And
then,
now I think those are like kind of they're doing it.
well,
right?
when they started doing Wildcats, I was like, fuck you guys. Like, what was this don't do backflips
Yeah.
thing? But
the
at
Wildcat's more like style. It's more like
it's
some, like-
sideways
yeah,
and
yeah,
it's a good style with a nice grab and yeah. But it was also like tongue in cheek, like who gives a crap?
yeah.
We could do this off anything, especially if you've had 10 Wildcats. Then you just start going upside down. Backflips are easier than a 360, right? Like you land on your tail, it's you just ride away.
Or you land on your collarbone and break it a bunch like I did.
Well, that's if you don't make it to where you do the backflip, right? Like if you do the dive down and you get badly hurt when you do the
what
first
am I doing?
one.
I tried it in the spring before.
Have you done them? Are you one of the guys
No,
that tried them?
I've definitely done
yeah,
them. Like
okay.
I mean, when I was in my 20s, yeah, like
Sure.
it would, probably I couldn't spin. I had a back one in the first Skids video. I like up at Grouse. It's my claim to fame. I always show my kids. I'm like, yeah, your dad was in a video.
That's so sick.
But
A back one up at Grouse.
yeah, it was just
off
like
a roller. Or
no, it was on that. Remember when Grouse always used to do like those
Huge
crazy
builds.
events, like big
Awesome
hips,
builds.
big jumps.
Twin Towers. Yeah, the cool
Yeah,
shit.
So it was off that one.
Wow,
And
man.
it was like a floaty, like trying to imitate Devon style, like just like hands
Dope,
up, like.
man.
And I'm like, yes. I mean, like it was in the Friends part of the Skids video, I think.
Friends part of Skids videos, friend part of Wildcats videos.
And well,
like,
because usually I
always
never,
thought I could do
never
it,
ever
but
did
I
them
didn't.
because I was always I was shooting and I
Yeah.
suck. I can't do any tricks like the rest of the guys.
Sure.
But then Wildcats were like, okay, it's just literally just pop up, grab indie, and easy, right? Used to be able to do it.
So easy.
And I had it a couple years ago. I did one, or I was trying them at the Seymour thing, and Logan Short and Devin were on the chair, and they must have. And Lars was actually filming me, and I'm like, I got to get this. I'm in my 40s now. Like I got to get one. Ended up getting one, but one of the ones that I didn't get, I hear Devin yell from the chair. He's like, "Aren't you too old for doing that thing?" Like, dude, you're older than me. And so it was like you're having this guy heckle you from the chair. But no, I tried it last spring and
it was a no-go?
It was a no-go.
I think
it
I
was
might
broken collarbone.
Yeah,
again.
I think that I think that I've definitely ate shit on the last couple that I did, and that's it.
I'm not doing it anymore.
I didn't
dude.
go out like a fucking star.
No, there's no more of that. It's literally just riding
swinging,
powder.
but
Like
that's it.
which sucks, 'cause
I don't
right
think
now,
that it's
like,
gone.
everything-
I think I'm gonna do one. Don't you feel like you'll do one again?
You talked me into it.
Yeah. Some pow day when you just see the big kicky
not
thing
on not on a park jump or anything. Yeah, if
No.
we just build like that one that we built like over a Mystery Lake. Like that would be a fun zone. Like
oof, that's big. That one was rad.
yeah, that could be fun.
I don't think I'd backflip that. It's too steep on the landing.
But I mean, now
I
all
want
care about
something
is
that
just,
goes
like,
up,
just-
like what Dave built today. 57 built one, goes up. It's short, and then it's got a nice down to land on.
It literally makes it like it just does it for you.
Yeah, and small. That's the thing. I'm not saying I'm going to do a big one.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
too big. The thing we built on Mystery Lake's way too big.
That's true. That's true. Yeah,
That's
no.
like
No,
just
honestly,
hanging
no.
on.
I'm gonna stick to powder. That's it. I'm gonna stick to powder.
I
Dude,
think.
it took me that like I finally got to do Japan last year.
Yep. That was your first time in Japan?
First time, man. Yeah.
Oof, you nailed it though, yeah?
It was me and Joel and Dusty, and then a buddy that rides for actually Salmon Arms.
Rad.
Ryu is his name.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
lives there, so he actually
Oh, he goes off too.
yeah, he's a ripper. He's such a beautiful man, so nice and kind. Like he actually like came up. I think he's from where Sapporo maybe. But yeah, he stayed with us and like he was like our guide and
How lucky to get
took
shown
us to all
around
the
from
zones and
all the zones.
oh
Cool.
dude, it was magical. That's such a rad place to be.
Is it the same year of JF's birthday? The 40th or the 50th?
The 50th?
Or was that 2
That
years
was the year
ago?
before, I think.
Yeah, yeah. Time goes by so fucking
But it took
fast
like
now.
it was a dream of mine to go, and finally, I mean, this year's epic too. Like
That's 3 years in a row of like badass epic. Like
yeah,
last week of January, first week of February, like really good. Really good shit.
Yeah. No, it was.
I want to go, man.
You got to go.
People have said it's a little flat.
Like flat, like terrain?
Yeah.
I mean, I went to Hokkaido. I don't know like how Hakuba is, but I mean, it looks pretty epic, everything I see.
Yeah, it looks epic to me too.
But this winter, dude, what's happening? We're supposed to, like, me and my brother,
it's nuts.
The last year and this year, heli boarding got canceled.
Damn. Oh yeah, you were going to go to Whistler, right?
Yeah,
Whistler heli, which is really nice.
We're going cab boarding next week, but
at PMS, right?
I don't know how it's going to be.
Hey, there's enough snow in the forecast; it should be really good.
Yeah.
You should get really good stuff.
So we'll see, but
and early season style, so there's not like a lot of snowpack.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of features.
Right.
So like every, if you get
like that
knee deep snow like, and a bunch of shit.
That zone, like you're looking at that shot of Ben. Where is that again? That's you remember that zone, Danny?
Down in the trees on Brandywine, right? Because there's a whole bunch of shit that's above the trees.
Yeah, so there's good spots. Like, what's crazy is like I brought like a couple of those mags. Okay, you know the story behind this one?
No, I don't.
So do you see what it says? It should have been your cover. So you know who is on the cover?
Who is that?
That's Danny.
Oh, sick.
So that's Danny's cover. So the funny story behind this.
Let me hold it up so we can cut to it.
So that's a funny story. So that was a day that we were up at Seymour, and Ika was just Ika, right?
That's not City Booter. That's one of the.
That's
whiskey hit, right at the top of the top peak. Yeah. I've hit that with Yurley.
Yeah. So it was.
But that
me
not
and
like
Devin
that.
and Ika.
That's fucking good.
Hiked up, and I think we built it. Was it already built? Do you remember?
No, we built it.
Okay, you built it. So we got fogged in, and then we like literally just had a couple beers and like, okay, we'll come back up tomorrow or something like that. And I'm like, okay. And then I think Devin called me that night. And he's like, yeah, so we're gonna hike again tomorrow and build it. It's supposed to be really good.
Yeah.
And I'm like, because we have a construction. Like my dad, I call my dad. I'm like, do I have to work tomorrow or can I get the day off? No, we're busy. Got to work. Whatever. I'm like, oh my goodness. Okay. So I'm like, Dev, I can't go. I'm like, call Evan, ECS. Sure, Evan doesn't work. I don't know. He was at the golf course. So he's like, oh yeah, for sure. Evan goes. And I remember working all day and I'm looking up at the hill and I'm like, oh, it's perfect. Like they're going to get the sunset. It's going to be like fabulous. And sure enough, like I think the following spring we had the first baked salmon, didn't we? Yeah. That Haranga put on?
No,
second one? Yeah, up at Brockton.
I remember the second one. I don't really remember the first one. The second one was height. First one was dark.
So it was the second one.
Was the second one the one where went through a tunnel? Yeah. I raced that one. That was so fun.
Yeah, I raced that one too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I remember seeing Evan with like this big thing with like a garbage bag over it, and I'm like, okay, he's doing some sort of release cover.
Yeah, you got to cover
something. And I remember like, okay, thing's done. Whoever's on the mic, D-Watt or something, and then sure enough, he like pulls off the thing, and it was like this cover, and I'm like I was literally, I think like I almost cried or so, I don't know. My emotions were so insane because I'm like, that's why Danny wrote should have been your cover. So I was supposed to be up there. It was Danny, Brennan Keenan, Ika, and Dev.
Wow.
And
what a crew. And you got the cover shot, which is
the funny thing
amazing.
about this story is,
yeah,
obviously I didn't get the shot. Evan did, and it's an amazing shot. The funny thing, Danny's never been even.
Yeah, no quarter page.
Zero. Danny's never been in a magazine.
Yeah. Only one shot, and
only
it's a cover.
ever shot is on the cover,
best.
and it's like
that's the best.
The biggest claim to fame.
But also like going back to what we were talking about before, maybe not maybe you didn't feel this, but you were in the movies. So, like, yes, you kind of feel like I can almost ride to, like, let's say I'm a 0.6 Devon or something. You know what I mean? You feel like you're like...
yeah, and it had a lot to do with
if
like
I
your
was
kit,
at the right,
if you like your stickers were proper,
yeah,
your kit was good, like,
your
you're like,
kit,
okay,
your thing.
I have a bit of.
You're kind of
here,
doing this
but-
conspiracy theory thing too, like where you're like these guys, once they've got the momentum,
Yeah.
they, you know, they're people are buying ad space in the magazines,
Right.
and so that attributes to it. But this just blows that theory away.
Yeah,
It's like
I know, yeah, you
if
do.
you're the guy, you get the and you get the shot.
Yeah.
It's about the shot.
Yeah.
The magazine can't put some shitty shot on the cover.
No.
It can't. Not
Dude,
even if
it literally it took me 20 years to get one.
I remember when you got the cover.
And
I
it was-
remember how exciting
And
it
it was funny because Celeste, my wife, like it was always this big thing. Like if you once, because I always like, okay, if I get a cover, I'm done.
I'll stop buying the gear.
I don't
I'll
have to go up to
stop-
the mountain.
yeah,
I don't have to
yeah.
go shoot.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I was just like, because I would like chase this
Have you
thing for the-
lost your mind? Of course you're still gonna go.
Well,
if
that's
you
what
get
I
a
learned.
cover.
But like I was chasing getting that forever, and like I was doing it when magazines were literally almost dead or gone.
Yep.
So I'm like, is this ever gonna happen? Like, at least give me one, like one, please. And then, I mean, Jack McDougal is
God, he's good.
so good, man. And
Yeah.
we were shooting like with like it was the Schmob, like Chomlack, Jaden, and we're just like, hey, we'll build this. And then I remember like I actually had to like push to get like, I'm like, oh, it's just a full page. I'm like, just give me the cover. And like, so like,
That's
okay.
amazing. That's actually amazing.
And I'm like, I
Yeah.
just need one before I'm done. Come on.
Please let me have it.
And
Where
then-
is it? You have
It's
it here?
this one. It's that one.
Yeah, I remember.
And but then it was like when magazines got small and
Oh, yeah. So now we need to
yeah,
get
zoom
a big. Yeah, concrete powder had at one point was like
yeah.
it was like a huge newspaper size. That's a gorgeous shot, man.
And it was cool. So like I'm like, okay, I'm gonna ride this thing out. I'm like, we're having a cover release party. Like we did it up at the Chieftain up in Squamish, that Brocklebank runs now. But
Sweet.
I got that print like blown up.
I saw it.
It was
I saw you the day.
$750 to get that thing done.
And what does it pay to be on the cover of Snowboard Canada?
Zero.
Bleep,
I
bleep,
zero. I think. I don't know.
bleep, bleep. It's
So I'm like,
bleep, bleep,
I was just like
dollars.
my own thing. I'm like, I have my own party, and thankfully, like me and Celeste went up there, and like Jess Kamira, like she really made it. Like she was like, okay, no, she got like balloons and like
Yeah.
cake, like made it
Aw,
a big thing,
that's
like
so sweet.
which was really cool of her.
Yeah,
Like because I was like,
because that's for you too, man.
it was lit. I mean, as much as Jack's gonna get 1,000 covers, but I mean, I'm like, this is my
When I met
Only
you,
one.
it was the Holy Bully,
right.
where Jess was there, the whole Dinos team was there.
Yeah.
And so I just equated you with that generation. Like I'm like,
Right.
you're with the new kids. You're and you know, to me, Jess is the new kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, she's brought up like 3 more generations after or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
I like when you were like, I shot with Devin and Dion and Cash and the Wildcats. I was like, really? You've been at it? Because you seem young. You live
Right. Well, that's
life
what's-
young.
Me and Danny were talking. I'm like, I feel so like it's weird how I got to shoot with like all the different crews, like from like the Skids days and then the Wildcats, and then I somehow got put in like the French crew. Like I was always with like Martin and Gaetan and Benji and JF. Like I was
Oh,
always
those
with
guys are
like
good,
Mikey
too.
Page and like
Sick.
I don't know how or why. And then it was like Kale. Like I was always in these different groups, and then I don't know. I don't really know how or why.
You got their phone number and then
Maybe I just had their phone numbers. I'd be like, "Yo,
Yeah.
I'm down to shoot if you want
Yeah.
to shoot." Maybe that's why.
The-
You're really good photographer.
Yeah, I think that's what it comes down to. Your shots are great.
Well, I
People
didn't-
want you on the crew.
I was always second guessing, dude. I
That's
didn't think
funny.
I was, but
Dude, your shots are epic.
I mean, when you compare yourself and like, I mean, Surface and Catella were like the it guys. And then, I feel like I was always kind of like, not competing, but like Jeff Andrick was always like part of that crew. And I'm like, oh, like I got to get in there. But Andrick's there. And
Scarth shot photos too, right?
Scarth, yeah. And then, there's Patterson.
Yeah, Jeff Patterson shot tons of stuff.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of guys that shoot.
There was
like
a lot of shooters, yeah.
But it's, we just named all of them and it's like 7 guys. Like it's not really that many people. ECS, yeah.
Those guys had a stronghold on it, yeah. And now, I mean, like
the Catellas and the surfaces, like of
and
course,
Dano,
and Dano,
Yeah.
right. And those guys are gonna do what they do. Like they rose to a professional level because there was professional money in it.
True.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, so they were able to make some money for a while. And someone like Dano, in my opinion, and I think he told me this, like he knew how to write stories too. So if you can write stories,
right? Yeah.
and then you've got the photos, you're creating the content.
That was,
for the
I think that was
magazine.
Patterson that said that, right? Like he did kind of all of the things, shot it, wrote the story, and then you literally have the whole thing on lock.
Yeah, it's a smart way to do it.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, there's this guy Mike Fraser's shooting photos as a media guy for Cypress. You know.
Okay,
like,
I know. I think I know that name.
Yeah. And when I got that wired board that Rob made for me out of the wood off the lake, we went up for a day with Mike, and then he sent me all the photos, and I only cared about the snowboarding ones. You know what I mean? The lifestyles ones I couldn't care less about. I just glanced at them. And I looked at them the other day. I'm like, fuck, there's a story here. I could like write the words about this board and all these things. There's beautiful photos of this board. I'm not going to get great riding shots. I'm not a great rider.
Right.
I'm not.
But I mean.
But you can put together a little thing.
Yeah.
Submit it to Snowboarder's Journal or whatever.
Yeah.
And just be like, it's probably good enough, I would imagine.
Right.
I mean, the shots are awesome.
I mean, now I feel like the shots are like compared to like the talent now, like Ravel and Asami, like those guys are so bloody good at shooting.
Right. The camera gear's got
I'm like, now I'm like
rudder, like, yeah.
Yeah, and rudder
shoots great stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, everybody's got their own sort of look and style and thing. Yeah.
I'm still chasing it, but it's like family, work, like it's hard to.
That's one of the things is that like there wasn't a viable avenue for you to make a living at this after 2008, essentially.
Right. And to be honest, I didn't really care. Like, I just liked loved doing it. Like,
yeah, when I met you,
like the paycheck to me was seeing something in a magazine. I didn't care if a full page is 4 or 5, whatever it was. Like, that didn't matter to me at all because, like, we had our family company that I still am part of. Like, so that was just like a bonus. It was like that extra ego boost. Like, like telling Celeste, I'm like, look, I'm in the mag. Like, it was just like a cool. I just loved it. Like, it was just.
I think that's why you got to shoot with so many crews is that you loved it.
Yeah.
I think that's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
You don't want the guy on the crew that's shooting the photos to be thinking of himself and money and that kind of stuff.
Right.
You want him to be thinking like, this will make the best shot. This will do the thing. Or a combination of it. I know that Surface shot an early cover with JF.
Okay.
Pelchat in that classic Martin way.
Yeah.
Like where they were building the jump and he just found a spot where the light was good and he's like, if you jump off this to flat, you know, it's going to make a really good shot. And JF's like, it's not even big and to flat. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
But then he did what Surface said and it was
boom,
a cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, even that, like that little popper that we were just talking about, like that little tranny finder that's like 4 feet long, like it was nothing.
Oh, the shot of you. Yeah, it's sick. It looks great.
But yeah, just little, if you have...
It's inspiring. That's the thing, is that if the shot makes you want to go snowboarding, it's a great shot, right? Like if you look at it and you go, oh, fucking miss those days.
Yeah.
Where you're out with your buddies and you hit a popper.
Well, and those were the best things, like those
air.
backcountry days in Whistler, like sledding, and then just like after you film like you morning light, and then afternoon you lunch, and you're just like sitting there laughing at like on the sleds, and
I don't
like
think I ever laughed on a sled.
no.
I was so gripped. I was like, what are we doing out
Dude, the
here?
scariest, I'll tell you my scariest sled story. So this was like maybe 6-7 years ago. Like pretty like, I think decently, like I was sledding pretty decent, I think. So I was like getting into like, oh yeah, anything to get like photos run. So then there was this sled magazine. So it was Sledder magazine. So Cody McNulty was like, oh, we're going up this zone in Pemberton. I think it's called like Project X. It's a weird Project X or something. And he's like Munster and Yorley are going to meet us up there, but we're going to go up first. Okay. So like it was after a crazy windstorm, and like the snow was weird, and he was breaking trail and I'm following him, and we're like up this cut line, and like half an hour in I got like bucked weird. Like my track went in, and then I got bucked, and I went over the handlebars, and the sled ran over me, and it went like one of the skis went through my like camera pack thing.
Oh shit.
So I was like, the track's back here, and I was literally like pinned my helmet to the side like this, and I was in panic mode, couldn't move, couldn't do anything, and then just literally like zero noise. Cody's gone.
He doesn't know that you're...
Doesn't know I got bucked off.
Oh, fuck.
So it was like, I'm laying there and I'm struggling and I'm trying to push and trying to get out of this thing, and couldn't reach my radio, couldn't like contact him. And probably like 20 minutes, I want to say, like 15, 20 minutes goes by. And I'm hearing snow. Like, we're not in like Abbey zones, but it's like you hear stuff moving and you're like I'm freaking out. Finally, I hear a sled come back, and it's Cody. And as soon as I hear the sled, I just put my thumb out to the side, like let him know I'm okay, right? And he tears the sled off me. He's like, Brad, you okay? And I'm like, I'm okay. Like, whatever. And he's like, dude, he's like last year, this exact same thing happened to my friend, but he landed face down and he suffocated and died because he was
fuck.
He was trapped in the snow.
Yeah.
So that's how the day started.
Oh God.
So then we keep going. We get up to the zone. Like Munster and Yorley Ricker show up, and we shoot this really cool thing. Like they're doing those like big backflip, weird whatever they're doing on their sleds. And okay, so no, halfway up, I'm getting stuck, and we're like boondocking like through the trees and stuff. And halfway up, I'm stuck, and this guy comes down on another sled, all in black, and he goes Heppner. And it ends up being Leyland. Aaron Leyland's up there doing something.
Aaron's also awesome, by the way.
He's a phenomenal sledder.
Yeah. And
he looks at me. He's like, "What are you doing up here, dude?" I'm like, I'm coming to shoot with the guy. He's like, "Dude, you have no business being up here." I'm like
he knows your sled skill.
Yeah. Like I was decent enough, but this zone was not for me. So we did the whole thing. Finally, like it was hell getting back down, and those boys load their sleds. You good, Brad? Yeah. I'm like, load my sled. I'm just gonna take my time. It's not even a parking lot. It's this weird little. So they're gone, and I literally I phoned Celeste and started bawling.
Yeah.
I could barely even function. Like the amount of stress and emotional. I was just like, I am never doing this again.
That's unreal. I had the same exact.
Oh, dude.
Experience, not with being pinned, but we're looking across at this zone in the sun. We got there early. Nobody's been down it, and I haven't been explained what I was looking at. No one explained to me, we're gonna be over there in 45 minutes, so pick your run.
Okay.
They were just like, what do you think of that? I was like, I think that looks insane.
Yeah.
They go, yeah, what do you, where's the line that you think is cool or whatever? I go, oh, if you could gap, I don't know if I can tell the distances and shit, but if you could gap from that to there, holy shit, that'd be pretty cool, hey? And they're like, yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Well, 45 minutes later, I'm on top of it, and they're like, remember what we were looking at. And I'm like, not really. All I remember is where not to be. Like I was looking and going, not here. Well, 5 minutes later, I'm looking down. I'm like, oh, that's where I am. I'm at the not here part. How cool. And I got there because as I was hockey stopping, because I'm scared, I set off a slide and now I'm like grabbing trees and shit. And I get to the bottom, noodled through the crap, and it wasn't that bad. The other guy's like, I had to pull my bag. I only pull my bag when it's dark, like when I can't see. So he's been in an avalanche worse than I have. And I'm like, oh, I guess we're going home. Like, conditions are kind of shitty, right? It's fucking 9 a.m.
Right.
They're like, what are you talking about? So we do the whole day. Have a great day, lots of turns, all sorts of good stuff. But when I got back to the truck, I just started crying. Same. I was just like, that was too much. There's something a little too much about it.
Way too much.
I mean, the avalanche, I guess, and not like I didn't have a radio, everyone else did, so I felt like I wasn't really a part of the group.
And the stress of
and then whoops on the way out too, like wah 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 wah. And you get it back, and you're like, I can't fucking believe how hard this is.
Stressful thing.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Like worrying about Abby's, worrying about the weather, worrying about the shot, worrying about digging out, worrying about am I going to get help if I get really stuck? Like everything about going back there was like so stressful.
Right. And then even though I can guarantee you, because I have video from that day.
Yeah.
I had some of the best runs of my entire life.
Yeah.
Did some of the best turns I've ever done. Linked the longest lap of my life of just bottomless powder. What I remember is that little slide and the stress and the crying in the car.
Yeah.
I don't remember the rest of the day. I actually said that to Devin, was like, how do you even... He's like, dude, every part of going sledding for me is fun. I get up in the morning, I make myself a nice coffee, I'm driving up the road, listening to good music. It's fun to take the sled off the things, you know, like the sound, the smell, everything. I love it all, everything about it.
Well, and you're getting the danger pay paycheck, and you're making some good coin going up there.
yeah. Like for him, it was enjoyable. For me, it was like I felt like I was leaving late. And
I mean,
was
when you do have those
days,
days, though,
there.
it's
I never had
phenomenal.
one. I never had one.
Okay, I had epic, endless days. Yeah,
of course.
It's
it was probably 90% good.
90% good.
Oh my god, I'm crying.
I went 6 days with my own sled. That was it.
Oh,
6 days.
Yeah, I got my first one in like 2002. Something
So
like that.
before the geometry changes in 2008 or something.
So I had
right.
Yeah, because it was one of those like Summit 700s or like the stupid couch ones. And then I got the Rev in like 06, 08, no 08.
Oh wait, they start with the Rev, I think. I might be wrong. I don't know much about sleds.
06.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the ones in 08 were like pretty good.
Yeah.
And then the one I got from 2013 was like, that's what Martin had. He just kept it the whole time.
Right.
Because it works. Like, totally perfectly fine.
No, yeah.
He's a unique motherfucker, first of all.
I don't even...
Would you ever take the road up from behind, like where his house was or whatever, that way? Or would he go up and park in Brandywine?
I think we might have done that once.
He had like his own like secret access from like where his house was. Up and over the some way.
That's why it's like my memory's so bad. But yeah, there was, and I don't get how, like me and Martin would just go like just the two of us, like be like, he's like, I have this idea, let's go. And his favorite mountain was Mount Fee, so he wanted.
It has such a cool look to it, hey?
Oh, Fee's the best, yeah. So he had this idea. It was just it's that video I've sent you before. I've put up on Instagram. It's like he thought it was a cover. It was his brother Pascal and Gaetan, and we were like, and it was. I think he just did like I think it was like a front 3 or back 3 or something off like, but it was Mount Fee in the background, and he was just like, I showed him like the back of the camera body, and he was just like, just freaking out. And I zoomed in, I'm like, it's not that sharp.
It's a little
it's soft. I'm like, damn it.
Fuck.
But he was just like, it's a cover. Like he was freaking out that this is going to be a cover. It didn't even get run in anything.
Oh,
But I just remember, like, I have the video, like, I can send it to you. Like, he was just so hyped.
Yeah.
Because he would, like, when anything, like, he was, like, he was just all in. He just, like, embraced everything. Like,
yeah.
he was just he was such a nice dude, man. Like,
He was so kind. Yeah. Yeah.
he was so kind.
Yeah.
And he would, like, the shirt off your back. Like, if you're, like, calling, anytime he would answer a call, anytime he'd be there for you. But yeah, I got to go out with him like quite a bit, which and that's the thing. Like, I don't know how all these little things came about.
You got his phone number.
Got his phone number, I guess. Yeah, somehow. And then, but we had great times. Not even like, some days we would go out and we wouldn't even shoot any snow. Like, we would just go and like root like powder on our sleds. And like, he taught me a bunch of stuff with the backcountry. Like, he was very knowledgeable and like knew.
That's why when you said the AST thing, like, I'm reluctant to say it because I go in the side country a lot, but I've never done an avalanche course.
I mean, it's definitely like helpful for sure. Like, I would, if I were to get back in the sled game, like, I would definitely want to take another one. Or they do the one up at Baldface that I think is supposed to be really good.
Yeah, I wanted to go to that for sure.
But no, it's like, I mean, so much stuff can happen. Like, the thing is too, like, even if you have your AST1, have your AST2, like, all these things, you can be the smartest, the most knowledgeable in the backcountry. Like our friend Jeff, like, Jeff he was very knowledgeable with the backcountry. He knew like, you just can't predict what's like. And that's another thing, like, why I kind of like having our boys, like, it kind of like, and I'm getting older, obviously, but like, that was I'm kind of taking a risk every time. Like, I want the photo. Everything's about getting the photo and having the experience with the guys and doing the thing. But like, it could, like, I can't control what's gonna like really happen, even though I might know how to handle my sled, how to like get away from certain terrain traps or whatever you want to, like, there's things can happen, and it's scary. Like, me doing it as like a hobby, like, I'm not getting paid to do this, like, when I did do it quite a bit, like, but I mean, those guys do it for a living, so I understand them, that they have to do it. Like, that's their income, that's what they do for work. Like, but no matter how knowledgeable you are or how much do you think you know about the backcountry and snow, it's like, you just never know.
Yeah, they call it like risk mitigation or something.
Right.
Instead of safety.
Yeah.
Just because they're like, it's not safe back there. Just so you know, it's all like, I haven't said it in a while on mic, but there's no other sport, right? Like,
right.
Basketball or football or whatever. Yeah, you're gonna get concussions, and I'm not throwing shade on that. That's bad too, right?
Right.
But you don't have like professionals dying every year.
Yeah, and it's not like
lots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
like
have
this past like year has been, I mean, yeah, like, Martin was cancer and Spencer was obviously like an overdose or whatever, like whatever happened with Spence, which is terrible. And like, Jeff was avalanche, like, but like, there's been so much life. That's why I was like super disappointed that the Baker Bank got canceled, because I feel like this year would have been like super, like, it's just like to bring the community to, like, it's just like we had so much loss in the snow community.
Yeah.
Like, it would have been super special.
Yeah. I saw Kyber on a what a magic carpet.
Yeah.
With a big smile on his face yesterday. And it made me feel good for the first time about that situation since it happened. You know, like, it's always, whenever I would see a Leanne post, I was like a little bit devastated.
It's gutting. Like, and you can't relate. I mean, you can feel for them for sure, but it's like, I couldn't even, you can't imagine.
Yeah. She's such an incredible person too. And they were a great couple. That's the thing. It was just
so awesome. And like, together forever, like
forever.
Old coastal days.
Taking the piss out of each other.
Yeah.
Like, they're just so fun together.
And to be able to move on and like, to still like, I mean, you got a little boy, like, you have to Like I just It's,
Yeah, and Kyber's got the community.
Danny's the one who actually called me when the night that all happened.
Oof.
And I was just like, I looked at like I couldn't even like I didn't even like you don't even know what to do.
No, you don't. I got a call from the news somehow, I guess through the podcast or something.
Yeah.
And I went down to Wired, and guy filmed me on a camera like this, and I'm just like, what do you say?
Yeah.
Like the community's beside itself.
Yeah.
He's like one of the greatest.
Oh yeah, and he was
North Shore snowboarders
like
of all time.
It was funny. I was telling Danny, him and Jeff and Sean Keating recorded. Me and Celeste got married in 2005. So that was like kind of Skids days and that, like maybe Party Snake, but like, so Jeff and Sean Keating, like, okay, you guys, and Kevin Meyer and maybe Damon too. I don't know. But I'm like, hey, you boys got to like record or like video our wedding. Like that's the plan.
That was your.
That was the film crew.
Wedding filmers.
And literally it was
were
like,
those four. That's amazing.
We're in the limo and stuff, and like those boys just party, and like there was zero wedding, like there's no wedding footage. There's nothing. Like all the boys did was like have fun.
Yeah.
But I'm like, why would I know those guys?
Well, first of all,
why
you don't hire four, because then all of them can think someone else
it was
is
no
doing
Kevin
it.
was it no it was Keating and Jeff. I just think maybe it was just two of them.
Sure.
But yeah.
Even two's too many, because they can both think the other guy's doing
and
it.
They're buzz, like they're your boys, so there's we're gonna have fun too.
Of course they are. Yeah.
But
that's pretty great.
Yeah.
That's pretty great.
Anyway, okay. I had these magazines out here to show you.
Yeah.
I was gonna. So maybe I already said this, but yeah. So my dad got one cover.
Yeah.
I've gotten two. If you want to count the third, that's the one of TJ, but it's not really a cover. Actually, no. The funny thing is, I got the.
Which one of TJ? What are you talking about?
I don't. It's somewhere in here. Does it? Oh, that one right there. It's just like that little. It's just like a thing.
Cover of Vancouver is awesome. All right, vote now is this a cover or not a
but
cover?
Here's a question for you. Does a
It looks dope, dude. That's a great
VHS
shot
or a
too.
DVD?
Wait, is that the backside of the other side of
so that's Devon's Jump. That's the left side of
I
City.
could see that being called Devon's Jump, but Devon's Jump, it doesn't make Dave Lee Gap.
Yeah, no, he needs
the
something
McGuire.
Yeah.
You want to just call it the Walsh.
Yeah.
Or the Devon.
Yeah. Okay, here.
Right? Devon's Jump. That sounds.
Oh no. Anyway, yeah. So.
Yeah. Your dad
got cover.
Got
I
one
got
cover.
Two, but yeah, Tyson's at 8. Did I tell you that? Did I already say that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you said 11.
No, I think he's at 8 or 9 or something. But yeah. All the credit, yeah. Tyson's
but he doesn't have
any.
any. But he doesn't have any snowboard stuff.
No, he's
Does
never.
he snowboard?
I mean, he shreds. Yeah. We go
yeah.
heliboarding every. Well, besides the last couple years, but yeah.
Oh yeah, we can talk about Valemont. That's pretty sick.
So that's sold now.
You guys sold it.
Yeah, my dad sold it.
Oh
yeah.
well, you were tricking me into going up there.
I know,
I almost
yeah.
bought up there. You know where I almost bought?
Where?
So in Valemount proper.
Yeah.
There's
Dijon?
There's a thing for sale at the corner of Main Street and Commercial, like in town.
So just past the sign, kind of.
That's right. And I talked to some lady who runs a like bric-a-brac shop or whatever you would call it, where local artists put their stuff in on consignment, and then sometimes they have to work it when she's not there.
Yeah.
She said, well, you should do a breakfast place.
Well, it would be...
Because there's no breakfast there except A&W, right?
Yeah.
And so what I was going to do was build a breakfast restaurant with apartments up top for the staff.
Yeah.
And then go to people who make, epic breakfast food here in Vancouver at like some sick restaurant and say,
do it there.
And poach the staff and, like the chef and say like, hey, you want to have your best buddies and you all live, surrounded by mountains.
It would have been great if that resort went in. Like, that was the whole plan, but
it never got going.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful place.
Oh, it's great. Yeah. Like that's where those photos I was showing you, like on the glacier, like that's.
Oh yeah. It's all the way up
there.
there.
Like,
right. Because three rivers kind of join right there. Right.
Yeah. It's
Columbia,
it's
the
Kiowa
Thompson,
Glacier, but we
and
always call it Dino just because it's like when my dad found it, we're like, oh, dinosaurs, like it must be dinosaur bones, or like we were just like, it's Dino Lake. That's what we always called it.
Oh, that's rad.
So we used to quad in there we did it for 13, 14 years. Every September we would quad in there, and it was a haywire quad ride. But then it finally got so overgrown and so crazy that we just started helicoptering in.
Yeah, and the heli pilot that you met, who's a friend of Mark Fawcett, actually.
Okay, yeah, Matt.
Fozzie,
Matt, he's a beauty. Yeah, he's our
Fozzie
heli
gave
pilot.
me Matt's number to call when I said I wanted to get something.
Matt's he's a beauty. Yeah. He would bring it like flyer kayak, like we would kayak up in there.
He would land in your backyard, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he would land at the house or the cabin. Yeah,
That's so dope, dude.
And then like after like he would come back, like we'd go in usually like Thursday and get picked up Sunday, and then he would come Sunday night with his girlfriend and like just party with us.
Just hang out and party.
Hang out. Yeah.
What a lifestyle. So now that your dad sold that, does he have his eyes on somewhere else?
He's kind of like, he's done with the company in like maybe 2 years, year and a half, 2 years. And then I think he's been everywhere to shoot, but he really wants to just like spend like a month going up to Alaska and like get a trailer, him and Tanya, and just like explore Alaska.
I don't know and no disrespect to your dad. I keep saying no disrespect on everything here. I don't want to sleep in a trailer anymore. I want to go to a nice hotel with a hot tub and a view and a restaurant that serves really good food. I find the sleeping in my car thing and even a little trailer, I'm like, fuck this shit.
Well, I would rather I love like being in the outdoors and just camping and having a fire like that thing.
I love that too.
Or
being up in
right, having
but
one or the other.
I could do a fire 100 feet walk into the wilderness from a nice hotel that then you walk back to the hotel.
I wonder how you would like it up at Dino.
I bet I would cry like a baby, like I did.
We've
in my
had
car.
buddies up there. Roots cry. I think someone cried up there once.
I have gone winter camping twice, and both times I froze half to death because I was not prepared.
Right.
And I swore I'd never do it again. Camping is like a summer thing. And the last time I went summer camping, I was like, it's cold as fuck.
I love it.
Yeah.
What? You too?
I freeze, man. I hate being cold.
I hate being cold. You can never get back.
Be warm all night.
Yeah. We winter camped at Hot Springs, and I sat in the hot springs for like 12 hours or something. I shouldn't have done that. But I couldn't get out because I was like, then I'm going to freeze. Yeah, I had a bad time.
No, I was just thinking, I don't know why I thought this, but Haranga just popped in my head. I got to thank Haranga because, so I've bugged him for years.
Oh, you're doing a glove.
To give me my own glove.
Please.
When you usually
tell me about this glove.
When you get a glove, like it's like you're a pro, like you're a pro rider, or you're good at riding,
or an artist. Yeah, good artist.
Oh, yeah.
And you're that.
I don't know.
He does artist collabs, doesn't he?
I guess he did a Viner, but Viner can shred. I mean, I ride, but I'm not going to consider myself like I deserve a glove because of my riding.
Yeah, but you deserve a glove. Okay, first and foremost, talk about how important Salmon Arms is to the Seymour community, and Nick just as a person.
Nick is huge. Like he is like through and through, like just like authentic, and just he's such a big part of Seymour and the community. I think like Nick is so down to earth and like so honest and so. He's amazing. Like I love him. He's amazing, and like I bugged him for like years. I'm like, dude, give me my own glove. Give me my own glove. And I never actually started like. I mean, I always kind of drew, or doodled or paint, whatever you want to call it. But like after my mom passed 4 years ago, 5 years ago, 4. And then for some reason, like that was kind of my outlet. Like I really started like. Art. I mean, to my detriment, like. It was a hard time. Like I probably was drinking too much, and then like just being in my own head and like trying to figure out like my anger, I guess. Like I don't know what I was trying to do, but what I started doing a lot was painting and drawing. So I would like paint on like anything really, like all my, like I would get a bunch of art gear or whatever, and I would just like start painting on it. And then actually one of the ECS invitationals, like I'm like, oh Nick, I'm like I painted these gloves, and that could be as like one of the winner. I think McDougal won that year, or someone, whoever it was.
Oh yeah, I remember he was going off that
Yeah,
year.
or maybe it was Bryn. I can't remember, but I gave, and they were like part of like the giveaway, like. And then it got in my head. I'm like, oh, like, well, maybe these can be like an actual pair you sell in the stores. So I kept bugging him. Finally, he was like, "Hey, you got to do this," and he was explaining to me like what to do, like how to figure out how we're gonna do the mitt,
Where to lay it out,
like how to lay, like it was like he's like, "Hey, we're gonna do either your white skull thing, but it's gonna be like on a black layer, so you got to do both things." And I was like, could not figure out what he was talking about. So he finally, so I did like, literally I did like hundreds of like paintings of this skull, and then the arms on one side, and then in black and white and black and white. And then finally he's like, okay, bring them all over. And then he showed me how he layered them. And then once he put them on like the screen, he's like, yeah, these are, and then I'm like, oh my, like this is the coolest thing ever. Like
it's happening. Like,
yeah. And then my name's on the inside cuff, and I'm like, just some shitty snowboarder who can't really do anything, and I'm like, yes, I got my own glove, 44 years old. But it was like, yeah, he was so cool about it. And we actually have this next year, we're doing this, like we're gonna do like a collage of like black and white photos from Seymour of like different riders, like all collaged on a glove. That's kind of the idea.
You're getting a second glove, so now you're a glove series for Salmon Arms
for now. Yeah.
I think Nick perfectly encompasses what's going on at Seymour in the community. Like
he gets it. Like even up at Lucas's thing at the Common Line.
Yeah, yeah.
Like when he spoke there, it was like,
wow, was he articulate, eh?
Dude, like he gets it, and he's so. That's why I'm like, I wish I can sound like him. Like
he coaches kids. I think that helps ground him in like what the next generation actually needs, and what they don't need, right? They're not used to being bullied, right? Like they're not bullying each other.
Yeah.
So we can't bully them into being better parts of our community.
Right.
We need to invite them in just as they are, right? Like whatever they're doing. Like if you love snowboarding and you're listening to podcasts and you're,
and
watching
he does, like,
TikTok
and he's like
and shit.
Through and through bleeds it, like.
Oh, like I go all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, and he goes more than me, like way more than me.
Dude. It's like, I'm getting like pretty. I don't know if I want to call it lazy, but like
weekend warrior guy.
Once you like experience like good power, like
oh yeah, totally.
Now I'm just like, unless my boys, because my boys really like to go, and Celeste.
Sure.
Finally, her knees getting somewhat back to normal, so like we went up a week or two ago. And it was super fun. It was just like sugar on top of ice pretty much at Seymour. But like, when you get like the chance to be in Japan or be like, like now you're just like, I just want that.
Spoiled, right?
Spoiled. Yeah.
Well, the thing about it, and I've said this a bunch this week to my buddies that I've been riding with, like Jim Barnum. I've spent the whole year riding with my friends, you know what I mean? And not like going to the States and trying to take laps with Mike Bassich or Damian Sanders or someone. Like I'm just like reconnecting with my friends here in Vancouver. Yeah. And I've never had more fun. It's so much fun.
I know. I should, I got to.
But and it's the camaraderie is such a big part of it. But if you think you're getting every good day of the year, when you go up 5 days, you're missing 30%.
Yeah.
You're missing 70% of the good days.
Yeah.
So like 30% of the days you go up are like average or better. 70% of the time it kind of sucks. That's just the truth.
Oh, totally.
But if you only go when it's like a good sunny day, you're going no times a year. Times.
And I mean, like part of it too is like, even now that I'm older, but I love being in the lineup even at Seymour.
Oh,
and and like if you run into like, you can like anyone, and it's just like, like it's just like that. You feel like you're 20 years old again. Like,
yeah, I was riding with.
Let's go do a lap. Yeah.
With Barnum and 57 and Derek today, Derek Dealin. And our crew was like, I think Derek's 56, me and Jim are 52.
Right.
Dave's probably 49 or something. And
young. That's young.
And we're all like kids up there. We're like chopping a
Yeah.
jump, making
Well, that's
a
what,
little
like
hit.
in
like,
Jody, I listened to
it's
Jody's
epic.
and like Kern's saying how he's riding with Dano, and they were like ripping down Whistler like speed laps, and like, I'm 57. Like they're
Yeah.
so hyped on it,
Yeah.
and it's like
Yeah.
you're still like you're back 35 years ago, but you're doing the exact same thing, and you're like super hyped on it, and you're with your boy.
The thing is too, when we were kids, like our generation, and they're 5 or 7 years ahead of me.
Yeah.
Their generation more.
Right.
You had to give it up when you turned 20.
Yeah.
Like there were guys who quit because they turned 30 from being a pro snowboarder. They're like, I can't fucking be 30 and be a pro
that was done.
snowboarder.
You were finished. Yeah.
They just quit.
Yeah.
And then they're going, fuck. Like Razman was going at it for a long time before he really hit as
Right.
like a sick rider. And I'm sorry, Chris, if I got that wrong, but
Yeah.
it seemed like he was good.
Yeah.
But when he got
I
great,
think we got his pro model. He was like later in, or I think he shared that pro model with Travis or whatever.
that's
it was,
right.
but like,
Yeah, the Travis.
Yeah. But yeah.
And then he got his own from that. The T-Raz, it was called.
Right.
That's right. Because there was the T-Rice and the T-Raz.
Yeah.
And now it's just a Razman Pro model. But, I mean, had he quit when he was 30, is he 30? Those guys are 30.
They gotta be.
They got to be close.
He's gotta be.
Had he quit when he was 30, then he wouldn't have had, like, the cherry years of his career, I think.
Yeah.
Like, God, I love watching him ride. He's
Yeah.
just so good.
Yeah. He's
You
a
know?
powerhouse. Yeah.
And when he was a kid, he was good.
Yeah.
But there was a lot going on at that time.
Right.
Now it's kind of like matured into this other thing. And thank God for Travis Rice, like seeing his potential and putting him like squarely where he should be with a pro model and
100%,
lib.
yeah.
It's super
Yeah.
dope. It's really, you could talk about this because you're Canadian. Like it's difficult for a Canadian to get published photos, especially back in the day. And like,
Oh, I think there was big
Trans
like
World and Snowboarder.
the politics. I think. I mean, this is just me.
Yeah.
Not being so much as, but like, there was one like me and Devin shot a photo, a sequence, the Switchback 5, on that like cliff kind of step down thing at Pemberton, and it got run in SBC, I think, as like a sequence. Like remember they used to run all those like
Yep. Yeah.
and then the exact like, it was a better angle, but Surfer shot the exact same thing, Switchback 5, and he had a better camera, so it was like more like
There were more prints of him.
more frames of it to stitch, but like that was a Trans World cover.
It was a cover.
Yeah,
Sick.
It's a sick cover.
That's rad.
But I'm always-
I know the cover you're
You know
talking
the
about
cover,
exactly. Yeah.
So it was the same jump. Like Surface was a little bit higher,
Yeah.
and he shot it more this way.
Yeah.
Where I was this, and like it was kind of like hit more. It was like it was weird. But then I'm like, okay, but there's a bunch of different things, and then the other one, where I think there's like so much politics about it. Like, we were out. Me and Dave Short and Gaetan Chanu were shooting like this cliff thing. It was just a method. Remember how Sims always had the back ad or like the back page?
Totally.
Was it Snowboarder or Transfer? What was like?
It might have been both.
It might have been both, but Sims always had the back page.
Yeah,
right?
it's Trans World.
Yeah, he was on a Sims board, a method, really cool shot, and he's like, "Oh, we should shoot it like a little bit further back," but like he's like, "This is probably going to be the ad," and then he's like, "Oh, we should," or maybe I said, "I'm like, oh, we should use like we should use like long lens on it and like get like way more depth of field and like." Okay, and then Patterson, I might get this. My story might be wrong, but he called to see if he can borrow my dad's 600 mil. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, sure, whatever. And then I remember like texting Gate. I'm like, oh, so do we have like when's the ad coming out or what's going on with that? And like literally, it was like, oh, whatever. It's like my photo to a T, like same
Like
thing.
he stood in your
and then
footprints.
the back, it's Patterson's photo, and I'm like, dude, like what? And I get it. Patterson's better photographer. He's
And
like
he
he was more in the scene, obviously.
And he borrowed your
but
dad's
I could be.
long lens
It was
to do
something.
it.
Someone borrowed a lens. I just can't remember.
Sure,
I don't know if it
sure.
was that time, but it was like. Not tonight. I mean, Patterson's awesome, and he's like, but it
And
was
so
like,
is Gaete. He's awesome.
oh, he's great. But it was like there was so many little like you kind of had to be, like know people, or like there was a lot of politics. I think with who gets what run and who. I don't know. That's just my take from being kind of over here.
That's why the covers are such a big deal. Is because there's a limited number of them.
When Surface has freaking 800 or something
Sure,
insane, but like,
sure. And
I'm just glad I got 2 or
yeah.
one or 2.
3.
Yeah.
3 with that one.
And who knows? We'll see if we can get any more.
Yeah, you got time.
Yeah.
You know all the guys.
I love shooting with like those young kids now, man. Like, it brings me back. Like, I'm twice their age. Like, literally, like
sure.
Caleb and Jaden. Like, those kids are so like those kids are rad. And
Yeah.
All those
Dano,
kids.
even Dano this year is.
He was messaging me last night, like he's planning some sort of shoot, something going on.
Right, he's gotten that creativity back of like, what
yeah.
if we got this?
He's like, would you be interested? I'm
if
like,
we
yeah,
did
let me
that?
know what it is.
Yeah,
he's like,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
we're gonna figure it. I'm like, okay, I don't know what it is, but he's got something scheming.
Because he learned from Sullivan, Sean Sullivan. Yeah, there's 2 Sullys.
Okay,
Yeah, Sully. He bought his camera. Dano bought his camera from Sully, and he was a part of a kind of conglomerate group.
Right. Because we were talking at Lucas's thing, Lucas Beaufort, like the Common Line thing, right?
Yeah.
So Devin, we were talking, Dano and Devin, then he's like, Dano's like, yeah, I'm starting shooting again this year. Like, I'm getting back into it. And then
he moved to Whistler like 2 years ago. So he's like,
and then like we're driving home and Devin's like, so it looks like you lost your job, eh, Dano? And I'm like, damn it. He's like, yeah, he's taking your spot.
It's happened again. Right. Right.
Yeah.
But Dano's shot in SBC. I just saw it.
Oh, really?
He shot. Yeah, man. There's a Dano shot in the latest SBC.
Oh, sick. There's actually,
in the
is
Martin
it?
one.
Because Jeff has there's like a thing for Jeff that I have a bunch of stuff, photos of Jeff coming out. Is that like out yet or no?
No, this is a Martin one that's out.
Okay.
I don't. You know what? Don't ask me. I don't know.
Yeah, but.
Or don't listen to me. If you ask and I answer, don't listen to my answer.
I will.
I don't know what I'm talking about 100% of the time.
Well, that was, dude. Are we missing anything?
No, man. We'll come back to it if and we'll do more.
Dude.
Thanks for being on the show.
Thank you for having me, dude. You know how long I've been stressing about you. Talking and
Thanks for finally doing it because I've been on you for a long time.
My memory is so like blurry. Like,
well, it sounds like from this interview, like the whole way through, you have like a half of imposter syndrome. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude, 100%. I was telling my wife, like, I'm like, he has these big names on there, and I'm like, who's gonna know who I am? Like, it's like,
who the fuck am I? I do the thing, and I.
Well, no, but you're well spoken and you can talk, and I'm just like, okay, what am I
good.
gonna even say here? But
yeah, that was
no,
fun.
Dude, thank you for even like wanting to.
I just remember how vulnerable you were when we were coming back because we flew back from Holy Bully together.
Right.
I feel like it was you and me were the only two people in the whole airport for this flight. Remember, there was no one else there.
Yeah.
And you were opening up to me about your mom, and you were opening up about, shit that had gone down at the bowling alley, and that you were buying like 600 shots of tequila for everybody. And I just was like, I fucking love this guy.
Oh, thank
I just
you, man.
really think that.
Well, and that's what like brings us together.
Rad.
Is like we love riding down the hill sideways, right? Like that's
and the community aspect of it, right? Like,
and I feel like now the community is like so like rich and like stuck together because of all of our loss that we've had lately with in the snowboard community.
that Keenan parking
the Jeff
lot
one,
thing
like the
was
Martin
insane.
one,
yeah.
Which like Martin's having his thing in, I think it's March, right, up in the Fairmont.
Yep.
So that's probably going to be a big gathering, and like it's just good to see like faces.
It's
going to be
a huge gathering. But didn't it really make you feel good to be in that parking lot and like Hardingham and Jonas roll up in the pickup truck,
and it was
and the whole parking lot was like just filled to the brim.
And Leanne riding down like with that
God.
huge Jeff's like flag, like that was
my best day last year, actually.
Oh, that was so good.
But it was my best day ever at Seymour for like riding in that mob.
Right.
And then I did the bank slalom part of it, which was super tight and scary before, like by yourself.
Yeah.
And we were like tip to tail to tip to tail.
It was a big. I'm bummed I couldn't, because I had my broken collarbone, so I just had to hang in the parking lot. But
it was insane. I've never because I was scared to fall down when I went through it by myself, and I was like, if I fall,
everybody's going.
It's
down.
a domino
Right.
And when I made it through, I was like, that's the best thing I've ever done in my life.
Oh,
It was so fun.
good. And just a
Yeah.
beautiful day. I'm sure we're going to have that every year now. Like, that'll be
Yeah.
a Seymour staple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has to be.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, Jeff was just so special to the community, to everybody.
Yeah.
Like to family, to friends, to
Everything.
to
Yeah.
just like acquaintances. He was that guy.
Yeah.
He's
It was
so
special.
rad.
Yeah.
And Seymour's that place. So
Dude,
the combination of those
Seymour,
things.
Yeah. Seymour's everything. Like, none of my like relationships in snowboarding or photos or nothing would be here without Seymour.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Except that shot you got in Skids at Grouse.
Yeah. Let's run that clip. You gotta find it. Someone's
I'll run
got it.
Yeah. Which movie is it in? Skids 2?
It's
Or?
1 or 2. I don't know. Damon or someone.
I can't even watch them because if
That's
my
the thing.
wife comes in when I'm watching them, there's like
Well, yeah, but it's VHS,
teenage
right?
girls like boobs and stuff. It's like, come on, this is
I
not
think
even.
it's VHS, right? Like, I don't even have a. How do you even find that? Maybe Clayton.
You
Clayton
just
might.
You just ask Keatley. Keatley's probably got.
Haranga
DVDs
does
of
have
it.
it.
Queued up.
Yeah. Keatley's got them
Okay.
somewhere.
I'll find it. You can put it on.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Thanks, buddy.
In the friends section.
Yeah.
Do you get a little name title or?
Yeah, I got a name title.
Ah, I
on there.
love it. I fucking love it. I'm jealous. I always hoped that I would
That's
get
my only
that, and I
clip in a
never
video
did.
besides like whatever dumb stuff, but
Yeah, drinking, like coming out with a tray
Maybe.
of 600.
coastal stuff or what? Yeah.
Actually, I think it was like $600. I remember you
No,
just
it was,
when
yeah.
you
That
said
was
the
usually
money.
my
I
wife's
was
like, you
oh
don't buy
my
a platter
God.
of shots, and
Yeah,
I don't know why that's my go-to, but
because you're about the
just fun guy, just trying to have fun.
about the crowd. Everybody gather around.
Yeah.
Daddy's got the money.
not really.
Then you wake up in the morning and you're like, Daddy does not have the
Yeah.
money.
Now it's all gone.
It's gone.
Yeah.
And I didn't have it to spend.
Right.
And how do I tell Celeste that
Uh-oh.
we got to put $600
Yeah.
on the
Uh-oh.
Visa?
I screwed up.
That was great, man.
Oh, that was a good time.
fun. Thanks for doing the show, dude.
Thank you, bro.
I'll tell you when
Appreciate
this is
it.
coming out. I'll send it to you first so you can
Cheers. Yeah.
listen to it and say, oh, take that out.
Yeah. Cut it good.
No, it's good. We don't have to cut anything out of this one.
Awesome. All
Thanks,
buddy.
brother.
Thank you.
Thanks, Danny. FNRad shoutouts this week to Brad Heppner, Celeste, and his 2 boys. Thanks for doing the show, Brad. Patreon is the best way to directly support the show, and I love and appreciate every Patreon supporter more than I could ever say. Be sure to come back next week for more FNRad snowboarding presented by Flojoy Water and brought to you by FNRad Productions.